All right. We are going to work on the... We're going to use the vertical bulk sorter in one of my areas. It's going crazy. Very addictive game, this. Let me make sure got what I need. I think I do. Okay, that's not, I'm not expecting that to float. That's not normal. Okay. That is... that's very unusual. Are we in space? I know, right? It's a device for looking at things, but I should be able to drop it on the ground. Ooh, that is weird. I don't I don't know what's going on there. I should be, yeah. That's okay. Very strange. Alright, anyway. Nothing's turned on. All the miners are turned off at the moment because I've got a bit of an issue that I want to resolve. How many objects have we got? 258 objects. So we're going to go and resolve it. We have to do some rebuilding. Here we are. Over here. Alright. So we need to... How did you appear? Are you coming in from up there? No? Strange. Okay. That's cold. Alright, so we need to redo all this. I need... take these... Let's put them over here. I'll need them later. Right, I'm going to have to demolish a lot of this. This will all make sense in a minute. Okay, so that is where it needs to go. And that one is the... That's this one, isn't it? Can that go... I feel like that would be better if it went... There's a lot of spaghetti here. And that joined in to there, which went over to there. And why would I do that? We're going to change that. Yeah, okay. I kind of know why I did it that way, but I'm going to change that. We're going to go that way. So yeah, there's no products being made at the moment just because I'm got everything turned off while I rebuild a certain section. We will go. Yeah, I might go. That's. That might work now. It might be high enough. I think I am. No. This will be high enough. I had this issue before, haven't I? I feel like I've been here before. That's it. There's a lot of finagling to get around that, but that comes in there. That's the coal, that's the coke. That's the exit. I'm just... yeah, that's about where it's got to be. Okay, so this one here drops into there, drops into there. That one is from that one there. And that one there and that one there. Oh, because that's got coal coming in. Why don't I... yeah, alright. Got a better idea. Do this. That goes up. So now I can do oops, that one into there. I think I can just do this now. And then that'll just land in the chute. I might put this here so perfect. Alright, that's beautiful. So now this comes down here. That one has to be like that. But, like, and that one has to be like that. But, oh yeah, actually that had to be there, didn't it? Oh. I didn't need to change that one. Now, I'm just wondering, I think, let me think. I think the coal, yeah, let's get rid of all this. We're going to do this up above. Oops. Alright. We'll make more room down here. So that might mean we will have, I won't make any decisions just yet, but I reckon we'll get rid of that. Alright, is this going to float? Okay, there's something strange with that. And drop that one there. Right. Sponger, hello, welcome, and Mostrog coming in. Good to see you both there. We're redoing this that I was talking about earlier. They are going to stay there. That's the... oh yeah. So if that's coming in now, then... that actually... I wonder... we'll come back to that. Dang, you seem like you built a lot in this game. You refunded it after 10 hours. Wow, no, I'm addicted. I love this game. I have... I've completely tapped it all, and then when the new update came, I've done some more. Alright. But, you know, on the other hand, I'm someone that didn't like... I'm trying to think of the name of the game. I didn't like I'm trying to think of the name now of the game. Subnautica. So, you know, we're all a bit different, aren't we? Skyrim? Yeah, no, I have never played Skyrim. Believe it or not. Alright, I think I know what we're going to do here. So I'm going to go... yeah, this is it here. There. Maybe? Yeah, we'll see. One of the few people that didn't like Subnautica and gave it a negative review. But hey, that's just me. I'm thinking that might be... that might just be perfect. Alright. So the whole point of this was... I need to go get the machine. What's that? That's 20 of those. No, hold up. Drop that there. Pick that up. Drop that. Alright, we're going to go buy a machine. Not that way. It's too crowded. Oh! Not that way either. Come on. I tell you, what I like about this game doesn't have any music. I'm not a huge music fan in games. I don't know. That's strange. I'm strange, don't worry. Alright, so we need this vertical bulk sorter. We're just going to buy 10 of them. And that's what we need. Oh, there's a bit of gold there. Oops. Yeah, so many games when you launch are blaring at 100%, assuming people to hear that loud or running through their speakers. Don't worry, you do the same for that too. Yeah, yeah, it's really bad when you're streaming and you're starting a game off and suddenly it's super loud, and I feel like people don't want to hear that. Right, so this is... I can have this. I'm kind of wondering... I really want to test this out. That, I like that. Oh, I bet you I don't have any hoppers here. I bet you I've got to go all the way back and get a hopper. Let me think about this. Yeah, I do want to try a hopper. Right, we'll go and get some hoppers. I've got a quicker way to get home actually. Keep thinking about it. It's this way. Yep, up here. This is much quicker. I think I've got some in a pile. Oh, I'll take that back with me. No, I can't. Got no room. I have to drop that. What am I looking for? Not that one. That one. That's them? Perfect. So what have you been playing recently, Mossfrog? Alright, so the highest I can put a hopper is realistically, I might need one of these to help me. Finished Valheim and now back to farm sim for a bit until Fishing Planet has a new map released. Aha. Very nice. That's pretty high. I reckon that's a bit too high. So to be that one there. I think that height there. So that's where I want the hopper, and I probably want it might be the spot right there. I just don't like that it's so high up the legs don't go to the ground. But I could put... No, I don't want to. Right, so I've got... Okay, so that's that one coming in, that one comes into there, and then I'm going to put that one like that, and that'll bring that into there, and then like that. I'm going to put I need the merger. There. Do I use the merger? Yeah, I do. No, I don't. I don't want to use the merger. I'm going to try something different. How much space have we got? I don't think that would work. That's all the way up to there. Although actually, yeah, that might work. Yeah, that'll work. And that'll drop into there, and then this one. One more. Like that. Alright, so that's all of those all coming up to here. I wonder... Make sure I've left myself room here for this. That's there. And that's my outputs. Yep, so I've got room there. Okay. But I might... do... Actually, yeah, that wouldn't matter. If I did that... I'm going to do that. That way... You know what, actually, I don't think that really matters. Now that I think about it. that. That's all my ores going into there. Now this, don't know. I might put a... That feeds into there. Corin, that's quite the funny satisfaction mod you have there. It is, isn't it? It's what all the cool kids are talking about. Let me tell you. Alright, I want one, and then that one, and then this one. So we have 3 different outputs. Yeah, actually this was one of them. This goes that way. I want to go like that. This is any of the gems and the rubies and stuff. I don't think this will work. Nice. There we go. That's perfect. Could even go that high. Perfect. That drops into there like I want. Alright. Excellent. So that's any gems and rubies. Then coal is coming out in this one here. No, that's... Well, actually... Yeah, I do want that to be coal, so that means I want to change... this one... This is going to be the copper coming down. Now I don't think this. There we go. All right. I can. Okay. So I want any coal going on that one. So that'll be in this basket here. So I'm going to grab that one. Hold on. Roll away at me. That'll make it easier for me to get over there. Right, that's the coal. And the crushed coal is here. And I'll put my basket cover on. Then I need copper over here. Now, what does this one do? Perfect. Perfect. How easy was that? I need my crusher. Right, so this one. What I need, that one there. Perfect. Ooh. That can go. I'll put it in a sec. Alright, so now we've done all that. We can do, I reckon, I'm going to put this here. Like that, it's perfect. Alright, so this one is coal. Let me get rid of those now. I hope I may have to do a zigzag here because there might not be enough room for that one there. So that'll do that. There. That's the coal, and I'm going to put this here to block it off like that, and now this one I'm going to do a bit of a zigzag. This is the copper. So that copper's going to go up and go into there. And that one's going to there. I think that was all okay. And then this coal that's coming in, let's do this. I won't think about this for a second. I'm going to make a couple of changes. okay, I don't want to change that. Okay, so this is the coal coming in. I want to separate it. I think there's enough. I can do it here, I reckon. Let me think. We need a shaker table. So if I was going to output the coal, it would be in... Let's make some changes here. We need to go and buy some more of those. Let's go do that now. What were they? They were the... Those ones. That. And that's our new... Alright, we need a shaker table and some... of the other thing, straights and all other shapes that I need. Those are by 10, and I need and grab 100 of these. These. Right, should do us. Right, so let's put this over here out of the way. Walls coming out. That's fine, like that. This one... I think I'm going to do it. Now, if they're gems in that, they should get polished. Which I think they will a bit further up. No, we should put a polisher there. That'll be... yeah, let's do that first. So... perfect, and then that can go there, there. We're going to change this to the new wall conveyors. Right, that's better. They get polished. Perfect. So then, the shaker table. That, can that go? Perfect. Right there? I think so. And then that's going to, if it goes here, let's move it along. So that's the shaker table, so that means I need a piece of coal. I want. So the coal will go that way. And then crushed ore goes in here. So if we had this, because this is the crushed coal. First, actually, this is going to come out. That's that. So if I had that there, Corin, so you usually wait until your entire setup is laid out and ready to go before turning anything on. Zatani, hello, how's your night? It's good, thank you. Corin, I had it all set up and then I was having some issues, so I've turned everything off so I could redo this part of it, and then I'll turn it back on. I'm just thinking about Because it goes within 5 minutes, it all turns to frames, a very small frame rate. So I'm trying to avoid that. I don't want to put a ruby there, but you know what? It wouldn't matter. Yeah, I think this is what I want. So that went that way. If I put crushed coal here, then the ruby would come out here. Oh, that might work. That's terrible. Actually, but yeah, we are not far from turning it all back on, to be honest. Oh, that's good, that's good. Perfect. So that goes there. Alright, so I need a piece of coal again. Hold on, I thought I had another... No, it's not crushed coal. But yeah, sometimes you can do that, Corona. It just depends on what you're trying to do. Right, so now I need this for a second. Drop that. Pick up that one. That goes in here, so we'll get the crushed coal coming this way. And now crushed coal. That one, that. Now, I'm not sure how much crushed coal we're going to be making. This might be a nice opportunity to try a bulk splitter, because I haven't tried one of those yet. So I might go buy one of those. It was a new item that came out. This feels like the right time to try it. But yeah, we're just about ready to turn it all on. Overflow or splitter. Let's go give that a go. Alright, so that's this one here. How big is it? So you got a left and a right. Okay, yep. Well, I reckon should. There. And then we can do that, that. I don't know if I've got enough room here to do. Maybe. I don't know. Actually might. No. Let's... see about this. Oh yeah, that. Yeah. That might make it. Might make it. Well, I couldn't be able to go there, so it's going to be. Yep. It can go here, like that. And these don't get polished, so they could go. Well, I didn't finish doing this one. That one, that one. So they're divided. So that one's going. And then this one here. think that's it. That's overly complicated, but we're ready to turn it all on, I think. Let's find out. And we'll see how frame rate drops. All right. So there's 262 objects that I don't know where they are. Let's see how this works. Oops. Allowed I check these. Interested to see how much this loads up. This conveyor belt here should be the thickest. We're already getting coal coming through here. Objects. Oh, we've got a diamond. No. Why is that? Coming through. They're bouncing off here. They would have to be. We do have our first ruby come out. That should make its way. No, emerald. That'll go that way and get polished. That we're getting our slag being made. But yeah, our frame rate's dropping already. And we're only at 1680 objects. I feel like I must be making something too complicated. Or is it just what I'm looking at that causes a big frame rate drop? Moss Frog, I swear the sound of the blast furnace makes when it receives items sounds like someone's pouring a fizzy drink. I know, right? I've been thinking the same thing. Look at that one, that's the new splitter. Oh yeah, it gets bumped. Oh, so it's a physics-based thing. I think that was from me earlier. Yeah, it definitely sounded like someone pouring a drink of water. Bitfighter, hello, welcome. You see, why am I getting random bits of ore coming up to here? Is it from down here and it's bouncing in? I think it is. Zinlu, is there a Smokin' 5000 node for that tool? I wish. Bitfighter, I get the feeling the further you get, the more objects you have, the more raw power from your PC you need to keep it smooth. Maybe. Mossrog, it's all the physics of each individual ore that's bogging the computer down. Yeah, I know, but like, I feel like, well, as I've made changes, it's gotten worse and worse. I had it even more worse, like even more spaghettified in the past. And it wasn't running this slow. And the objects, we get to about 2,000 objects, but then Bitfighter says he has 3,000 objects and his is running smoothly. And when I look at Task Manager, my computer's not really bogged down, like nothing's maxing out at 100%. Memory's 7 gig, 8 gig out of 64. The GPU is fine. You know, it's... Unoptimized game engine, this is running Unity? I have no idea. Bitfighter, but we can hear your PC cry here. Bitfighter, and I can still not find them. The lowest I got was 3,400 objects with the miners off. Wow. I get down to about 260 objects. We're at 1,900 objects at the moment. But yeah, I don't know why. There's a piece of... Oh, I'd love to track down where this... Let's just keep an eye... if I can. Maybe I've not configured it right. Why is there... I want to see if I see a small piece of ruby, copper ore come down. Oops, I get pushed away by the ore. There's a small piece, so it is properly being sorted. Bitfighter, the object scanner cannot locate inside all conveyors and ECC conveyors, so that didn't help out. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's frustrating. I feel like there must be an object bouncing. as it enters up here. It really bogs down when I get close to, like right now. So that's quite interesting. Why am I getting small bits of coal? They must be bouncing from down here. Yeah, I'm frame lost central here. But actually, just to prove a point, let me just get out of this area. I mean, it's only a it is an early access game, so definitely needs to be optimized. I totally agree with those statements. Right, when I come over here, even when I look at something like this, like hiding, it's still very laggy. 1933 objects. Yeah, it definitely seems once I get past about 1800 objects, it tends to slow down. That's really, yeah, really not much I can do about it, to be honest. Like, once I turn off all the auto miners. You don't think the game was prepared for the Smirkin 5000 plan? I think you're right. Polonium, I think you're right. Alright, so I've just turned all the miners off. It's already getting better. I'm down to 1600. Yeah, it's like once it gets over about 1500, yeah, it's already, you can already notice it's much better. I would love to see how that, there it is, just saw it there. I've been trying to solve this where they bounce out here. I can't get that. I think the hopper's not the choice here. We'll get rid of that in a second. I'm glad I saw it. Now I know where it comes from. But it doesn't really fix our long-term problem. I'm pretty sure there's a few other people out there playing this that are really pushing it to its limits, so yeah, I don't think I'm the only one making the game cry. these have a place, but I've tried every which way to try and get rid of that gap when using the hopper and this, and there doesn't seem to be a way to make it happen. The top of the where are we? Let's grab and I'll drop that and I'll grab, where is it? Put it down somewhere. Oh, it's sitting here. Yeah, so if I put this here, let's go over here. So if I put the bottom chute, I can't get, the bottom chute doesn't connect to it. Let me just put this here. Here we go. So I can't put the bottom chute, I can't put a chute inside it. Where's the... This is the top chute. I can't get the top chute inside it. Did I try a chute? Yeah, can't get a chute inside it. Can I cover it? I can't cover it. That's really all the chute options I've got. Bit farther, you also have dumping grounds like that. The chute comes pretty close. The A chute comes pretty close. The A chute. The angled chute. Is that the one you mean? Yeah, but I keep getting bits pop out. Yeah, all chutes come close. The problem is, I've witnessed it not working. I've witnessed all the little bits of oil popping out, so it's not working. So we're gonna, instead of that, I'm gonna do this one. Meza, hello, welcome. How goes it? What have you been up to? I'm just going to do this one. Now, welcome to my world of lag. I think I've maxed out this game for the moment. What's in the update? You haven't looked yet. We've got a vertical bulk sorter, so one in and two baskets, and whatever you put in that basket comes out there, whatever you put in that basket comes out there, and everything else comes out that one there. There's the shuffle table, so this takes regular coal, not crushed coal. It will turn it into crushed coal, but also has the opportunity to produce rubies, a new gem. There's all these walled conveyors you can see, the bigger ones. There's this walled splitter here, bulk splitter. And what else? A few more of the roller stuff. There's a sloped roller. Alright, how many objects have we got? 280. So we gain some objects. But right now my problem is when I turn everything on, the factory goes a bit, the computer loses frames quickly. Within 5 minutes they're all gone. There's some there. Does the splitter actually do a good job? It does. Yes, the bulk splitter seems to do a proper job. We were just testing it out there. I don't think I've probably got enough bulk going into it, but yes. And I'm just trying to see. I'm just investigating if there's any bits of ore or stuff down here. It all gets pretty tight down here. What else is there in the update? I think that's pretty clean down here. The previous auto router wasn't the best. No, it wasn't. Alright, so you can see my frame rates are pretty cool right now. Once I turn everything on, it gets a bit shoddy. What else is there I was going to show you? I'll go and have a look. DJ, welcome. Stay hydrated, absolutely. Feels like with these games, the devs never prioritise efficiency, and when the FPS tanks, retrofitting optimization is difficult. It is, isn't it? I'm trying to see what else. If I go here in the shop, a roller sorter for sorting the big rollers, stuff on the rollers, the roller conveyor slope, that was new. They've got some more drill bits for the miners. One of them never breaks. It's slower, never breaks, but it's faster than this. That one breaks, but none of the drill bits yeah, still nothing can produce gems. So there's one there that won't break, but yeah, none of them will. I think that was... Oh, I haven't tried supports wrench. Toggle support pillars on conveyors. Not available yet, coming soon. Ooh. Locked. Denied. Alright, we're at 1500 objects, and it's, you can see it's a bit choppy. We haven't really reached the full extent. Support wrench DLC confirmed, that's right. But I've been trying to find all the areas where things in this have gone a bit things are falling off the belts or anything like that. But also I'm also trying to consolidate some stuff, like do I need to have, if I could maybe route more stuff to one area and make it work, would that be better? Yeah, I wanted to come over here and see this. This seems to be handling the incoming fine. Using the chute didn't really seem to have any major difference. So all I've got is ruby and coal coming in here. But we've definitely stopped the big massive objects that were building up. There's a few areas where I was getting just things falling off the belts. I've fixed those. What else was there that was still a bit? This plate stuff seems to be working a bit better. I do like the plate splitter. I like the rollers, they're pretty cool. You can count those frames on one hand, yeah, that's right. We're 1875, yeah. Anything past about 1700 is just a bit, how you going? Thing is, I'm not finding anything that's like a big hole of stuff falling on the ground. There's an occasional thing I'll find on the ground. But yeah, it's just started to really get choppy. They're at 1900 now. It's just slowly tanking. But let's just turn them all off and let's go and see if we can find any other areas where things are not optimized. Anywhere that is anything that's falling off onto the ground is what I need to sort out. This area is running really good now. So I like this. This really closes it off. You're no longer getting anything down here. What was in here? I can't remember. This is just a shortcut. I forgot about this area. This must be a future DLC, a future expansion area, because this, where are we? Trains are coming, I reckon. Automatic carts. Actually, I should, just to be sure, check behind any of these. Yeah, I've forgotten I found that. And I hadn't seen it for ages. Yeah, that'll be a new expansion area. And there's another area where I found something that looks like quartz crystal. So there's definitely another ore coming. Something down here. That's coal, isn't it? It is. Oh, you know what? I should. That's coal. Yeah. We should get rid of that, because that can go straight into the coal can go straight over to the other area and check for rubies. So that removes one more complexity, but adds more stuff. Alright, that's that one. Alright, now remember there used to be a few little issues here, but they're all stopped. So where did that coal go? Was that coal? Yeah, oh yeah, and then they came. Well, where are they coming from? Where are those ones getting made? Oh yeah, okay, that's the final product from when they're the little crushed coal. Yeah, that's right. I don't have anything here. So these are all balanced correctly. There's nothing under here. What are we down to? 309 objects. So objects just, they are growing somewhere. Let's go for a walk to another area of the factory. There's two there. It doesn't all, like there's always something sitting there until it gets pushed on. It's not a huge deal. It's that way. This is it. I always find little things sitting in the machine. It doesn't always process things. Default sorter can clog things up big time. Yeah. No word of a lie there. That shouldn't be there. That's going to cause issues. I did find one thing earlier that caused me a bit of concern. And it's this. This is my resource scanner. Yeah. Don't know what's going on there. Interesting. Look, there's another diamond. There's two. I think I placed this. Sometimes I place things on the ground. Is there anything building up down here? Nope. That's good. Ah, right. I found something. So, is this... let's try. Doesn't seem like this is be what was causing a massive issue, but it's all these little things add up, I suppose. That's iron, and then coal's going out of that way. Right, that hopefully helps with that one. That Wasn't a big issue, but it was an issue nonetheless. It seems like it could be doubling up here. No, it's working. Oh, hold on. Alright, I reckon. Oh, hello. We're no longer getting the rods falling down, so that's great. There's nothing under here. Oh! We found it. This is still not working properly. But I think I know how to do it better now. I reckon we'll do... Hold on, let's get rid of... That's going to be having a bit of an effect. Alright, so... I do think I need to put all these wall conveyors in these production lines here. It's there, so let's get the bottom chute, and then the chute, and then that one. We might need to drop it down one actually. This one. Might be alright. And then the top chute. Yeah, I reckon that'll help with that. And I think that's what I wanted there. Yep, that's good. Okay, all of this is fine. I used to have an issue here, but this all seems to be working smooth in here now. We've got one piece of gold ore. That seems pretty good through here. Whoa! Love to know why they do that. I feel like that's part of the problem, maybe. Mostrog, all the stuff falling off the belts constantly was a deal breaker for you. The thing is, the wall ones really help for that now. Okay, so there will be a few. Oh yeah, now I can change this. So these were a few hacky ways I'd fixed a few things, but let's put the... I'll have to go buy some more wall ones. One, two... Yeah, we'll put normal ones in. I might let it run for a bit now. I wouldn't be surprised if some more gold ingots fell off, because I sent too many down the line. Yeah. That's not bad though, if it was just a couple of rods and ingots. So that could do with a couple of... God, this is the worst place to try and jump up here. That way. We'll get some more straights. We'll turn it on and see what happens. What are we down to? 213 objects? That's not bad. That's probably the best I've got. Ah, okay. So now this was something I was having an issue with before. These coming down in here. I reckon I can change that now to the... Let's get on the straight. That's all I need for the moment. Oh, not my trophy. I don't think so. That's my gold trophy. That's an issue there. That's not the first time I've seen a plate get caught there. And it's in the machine. It's not when it's leaving the machine. come on. Give me that. Oh, is it the pole? No, there's no pole there. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. Diamond. Dropped out somehow. Right, what was I fixing? I was over here. It's fixing this here. So here and this. Maybe can't have one more. Can I have it? I like to just have something. No, alright. And if I put the bottom chute, that at least gets it flat. But I feel like stuff must be coming out the end. Can I do... that one? That one, and then that one, and then that allows for... Yes, there's a couple of there that have escaped, bounced. So that's good. I found a couple more. I think we might just go back down here for a sec and just fix this one that was... There are just a couple here that I weren't happy with. So what did I want to do here? This is a join. So what I might do is... yeah, you can just keep... oh yeah, and also... that one... so annoying, light poles. I need you, but... right, I reckon that, like that, and then that'll drop into there. Now they're harder to jump over because they're the tall ones. Right, so this... I feel like we need the plate sorter here. The bigger sorter. It's a roller sorter though. Maybe not. That's a actually interesting point. And I had that there because it might make more sense the plates are coming from up here, aren't they? Where are the plates coming from? Plates are going to be coming from that way. Yeah, maybe the plates... Are they? Ah, yeah, there it is there. Yeah, alright. We're going to do that. I'm going to make a change here. Hopefully this is going to work. I need to buy some more of these, I think. Right. We're going to run the plates along underneath. Yeah, I'm going to have to go and buy some more. Oh, this is going to make this tunnel more difficult to walk down. Alright, so plates. That's the only one that's in here, isn't it? Was. And so that means plates is going that way. Everything else. Kind of hard not having a light now. Can I get past? Alright, I can. Do we have enough of these? Are you going to be in my way? Isn't he? Oh, that's so annoying because this is the entrance to that other, to my gold factory in there. So getting in there is going to be difficult, but that's alright. Well, we need to find out if that's going to have any effect. We're at 197 objects. Well, we've subpar We've got past the 200. Let's turn it on and see what happens. We're just going to buy some more straights. Alright. Turn on all auto miners. Let's see what happens. This will be the last we play this until the next big update comes out. I think I've given it a fair old run with the new update. I've definitely tried a lot of things. It just jitters. We should go and watch. Probably it doesn't. Yeah, we should go and check out. This is what I'm interested in seeing here. These gold ingots land without any hassles. Okay. I've got gold plate. That's the wrong sort of plate. I want iron plate. Where's my iron plate coming from? Or did I convert this? Maybe it was. Because the iron plate. Oh, how am I going to get, there we go. The gold plate's not going to be compatible with the iron. So it's going to end up making junk pipe. So that was a waste of time. Well, what I'll do is getting rid of the splitter wasn't a waste of time. I used to have iron pipe come here. That'll fix that. That won't happen. But yeah, the junk pipe's not the best. But that should stop being made now because I'm sending the gold plate that way. There'll be a couple more to come out just because I had a bit of gold plate going that way. My rollers. No, there's another one. Where's there gold? Where's there copper pipes coming from that direction? That's 1776 objects. That's not bad. Where's a copper one up there? Ah, right. So there is copper in here. Right. There was another. Oh, that's been corrected. 1821 though. The objects are climbing and I don't know why. But yeah, I do think I have reached the limits of this current patch. I don't think there's anything I can really do to optimize it anymore. I think I've pushed it to its limits. I do have it on Bazite on Linux as well. That's not what I'm on right now, I'm on Windows 11 here. But I might, after hours, load it up and see if there's any difference between the two. There shouldn't be. But it would be interesting to find out. I've been doing it in Bazite because I've been working towards getting off Windows 11 altogether as much as I can. Takes a bit of trial and error. Still a few things I haven't done yet. Now, let's turn this off because it's just lagging now. And let it slow down a bit. I'm still really enjoying the game. I'm happy with the concept of the game. I think it's going to go far. Yeah, as time develops, as time goes on. I might go over here for a sec. so much ore still in the system. It's so funny. Just trying to get some welded up. That's actually not bad at all. Screenshot there. But yeah, once I turn all the miners off and everything starts to slow down, everything seems okay. Just can't handle the amount of objects. Something like that. I'm not losing sleep over it. But I've done everything I can to, within reason. I'm not going to tear it all down just for the sake of tearing it down. Oh. Slowly dropping off. I'm interested to see how many it got down to. If it gets under 200 again, or if it's back up above 200, is there something where it's still gathering somewhere? I'll give it a minute or so. And we get all the remaining items to make their way. We're 378 now. I'm getting a few things coming down the line. Doesn't have a big range, this. Still stuff coming in. 324. About to go sub 300. It's just this copper line that seems to have the biggest buffer of stuff. $2.99. Alright, how far down into the 200s will we get? Can we get down to the 100s? Can we get sub 200? Not sure. This is starting to peter out along here. This is the last line. The stuff's coming in by the looks of it. Oh no, look at down there. On that iron line as well. 287. Something else coming? Wow. The last remnants. That didn't have to be the end of it. $283. So we've picked up about 80 objects in the system since we turned it off. Since the last time we turned it on. Anyway, we'll wrap it up there, I think. So today we tried to optimize the factory a bit more, redid some of the input area for the main copper area and implemented some more shakers again. It doesn't matter what we do once we let it run. Once it gets past about 1600, 1700 objects, it really starts to tank. Once you get up to 1800, it's a slideshow. So, and once we turn all the miners off, it all just goes back to normal. So yeah, not sure what's going on there. It's just early game, still needs optimizations, still needs work. So when the next update comes around, we'll come back to it and see what that brings to it. But for the time being, we'll take a break. It's been good playing the big industries, the bulk industries update. That's been fun, and surprised they brought it out so quick since the early access release. So that's awesome. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening, night. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.